Okay, in this section, we are going to discuss about statement, negations, and quantified statement. This is actually logic chapter, so there are a couple of sections we are going to cover. These are the objective for this section. Identify English sentence that are statements. We're going to talk about what is a statement. We try to symbolize a statement, form the negation of a statement, express negation using symbols, translate a negation represented by symbols into English, express quantified statement in two ways. Write negation of quantified statement. So what is a statement? A statement is a sentence that is either true or false, but not both simultaneously. Some examples are: London is the capital of English, capital of England. It's a statement. William Shakespeare wrote the television series The Big Bang Theory. It could be true, it could be false, not both. So that's a statement. So, what is not a statement? Commands, questions, opinions are not a statement because they are neither true nor false or false. Some examples: think before you speak. This is an order or command. Does it is what it is annoy you in everyday conversation? That's a question. Smartphones are making us stupid. That's the opinion. These are not a statement. We use small letters, lowercase letters, to represent statement. For example, I can use lowercase letter p. London is the capital of England. Q. William Shakespeare wrote the television series The Big Bang Theory. So using notation, lowercase letters, that's going to be easy when you deal with this statement. Just the lowercase letter. Negation of a true statement is a false statement, and negation of false statement is a true statement. Negation means opposite. So if you have a statement P, negation of P is opposite of P. Quantified statement. If you see these words in a statement like all, some, no, none, these are the quantified statement. For example, all poets are writers. Some people are generous. No common colds are fatal. Some students do not work hard. So whenever you see these words, they are quantified statement. Equivalent ways of expressing quantified statement. So for example, you can say all A are B. You can say like that, or you can say there are no A that are not B. They are equivalent. And there is an example: all poets are writers. There are no poets that are not writers. And then similarly, you can also read this: some A are B. That is equivalent to say there exists at least one A that is a B. Some people are generous. At least one person is generous. No A are B. All A are not B. So no common colds are fatal. All common colds are not fatal. So these are some equivalent way to express the same thing. Either you can say some A are not B, or you can also say not all A are B. And this is one example. Negation of quantified statement. Quantified means whenever you see that these words, all, some, no, none, how do you find the negation? Negation means opposite. For example, all A are B. The negation of that is some A are not B. And then some A are not B also can be said, negation of that is all A are B. Some A are B. No A are B. So that's opposite. Here are some examples of quantified statement and their negation. Statement: all writers are poet. So writers are inside the poet. What is the statement negation of that? Some writers are not poet. So that's a negation. If you want to use the Venn diagram, the diagram like this, it's supposed to be outside. There is no intersection. It's outside the intersection of poet and writer. Statement: Some canaries weigh 50 pounds and some are not. That's the negation. No canary weighs 50 pounds. Some, no. Some, negation of some is no. Okay, so let's look at some examples. Fill in the blanks. A statement is a sentence that is true or false but not simultaneously. Statement that contains the words all, some, and no are quantified statement. If you go here and then read the quantified statement, that's the definition. What are the statements some A are not B? Be expressed equivalently. Some A are not B. So equivalent statement. Not all B are, no, some A are B, not all A are B. Okay, that's the equivalent. Some A are not B. Oh, sorry, there is not here. Some A are not B. Some A are not B. So that means there exists at least one A that is not a B. So not all A are B, because some A are not B. So this is the equivalent statement. Do you believe in Santa? This is the question, it's not a statement. No, because the sentence is a question. Let small lowercase s represents the following statement. Lowercase s means one skis fast. One skis fast. Express the statement one does not ski fast symbolically. Symbolically means it's there is a symbol this, and negation of that statement is like that. Did I miss somewhere that symbols here? Yeah, I did. The negation of any statement, if you have a symbol, negation symbol is this. So if you have a statement P, negation of P is like this. So that means it's opposite. It's a negation of P. Okay, I missed that thing. Okay, that's the symbol. Express the quantified statement in an equivalent way. That is, in a way that has exactly the same meaning. Write the negation of the quantified statement. So this is the quantified statement. Some cars are red. And we want to express this statement as an equivalent way. Some cars are red. So at least one car is not red. Not all cars are red. That's the equivalent of some cars are red. Not all cars are red. Oh, what did I do? Some cars are red. So at least one car is supposed to be red. Yeah, that's the statement. Sorry about that. Because look at here. Some cars are red means it could be all cars are red, but at least one car is red. That's for sure. Write the negation of quantified statement. How do you write down the negation of some cars are red? So negation of that are no cars are red. Some negation is no. Okay. The bar graph shows the percentage of college students in different countries willing to marry without romantic love. So these are the percentage of college students willing to marry without love. Use the graph to determine whether the following statement is true or false. If the statement is false, write its negation. No college student in country E are willing to marry without romantic love. This is false because there are 7% of college students from country E. They are willing to marry without romantic love. So the negation of that is some college, it's a negation is Some college students in country are willing to marry without romantic love. So negation of no is some. Okay, that's all for this section.